do division of exponents, we're going to do the opposite of multiplication, which is simply subtraction of the exponents rather than addition. So if I look at my letter G, I have an exponent of 3 and an exponent of 1. If I subtract those, I get the exponent of 2. And then H, I have an exponent of 5 and an exponent of 2, so if I subtract those, I get 3. And so our answer is G squared H cubed. To do a power of a quotient, which is this type of example, we have to distribute the exponent through first. So 3 squared is 9, and p cubed, remember we multiply, so this would be p to the 6th power. And then on the bottom, we'd have 7 squared, which is 49. And so there, our answer, if we could subtract any of the p's or simplify, we would, but we can't, so this is the answer. Let me repeat how this is done. It would be 3 times 3, and then p would be to the 6th, and then it'd be 7 times 7, and that's how I get to this answer right here. What's nice about the 0 exponent is that anything that is to the 0 exponent becomes 1. So we have this whole thing right here to the 0 exponent. So this whole thing, no matter how complicated it looks, the whole answer is actually 1. Now if we go over here, the 0 is not with everything. 0 is only with the y. So the y becomes 1. So this is what we have now. That's 1. And we still have x cubed. Well, 1 doesn't change anything. So really this is just x5 divided by x3. So we subtract the exponents. So we end up with x squared. So here's our answer. The difference between the two problems is where the 0 is located. The 0 is located with everything over here, so everything becomes 1. Here the 0 is only located with the y, so it's the only thing that becomes 1. Now negative exponents simply mean to switch where they're located in the numerator denominator. So in this problem, the n to the negative 5th means it goes from the top to the bottom, and the exponent changes to a positive. Now the p is not negative, so it stays on the top, but the r is also a negative, so it comes to the top, and then exponent changes to positive. So our answer then is this after we deal with the negatives. Let's look at that again. This only works for exponents, so the 5 and the negative 20, nothing happens to them yet. But then r goes to the bottom. The r squared all stays on the bottom. The t7 stays on the bottom. The u goes to the top. The t4 stays on top. Now once we have all the exponents dealt with, we can then go ahead and simplify. So 5 divides into negative 20 4 times. So what we have, the u stays as is. The t we subtract, so I'm going to get t to the 3rd power. And the r's I add, so I get r to the 5th power, and we have a 4. So this is our simplified answer after we dealt with the negatives.